Welcome back. Biafra group vows to launch new currency. The Biafra Zionist Federation (BZF) has made it known its plans to launch new currency as part of their efforts for a republic of Biafra. Leader of the group and self-acclaimed president of Biafra, Benjamin Onwuka, had a few weeks ago boasted to have inaugurated his government. It is another move for Onwuka, who has been in and out of detention to drive forward the Biafra agenda. Speaking to journalists in Enugu on Tuesday, he equally issued a warning to the governors of Ebonyi State, David Umahi and Abia Okeze Ikpeazu, whom he accused of selling hectares of land to Fulani herdsmen for Ruga settlement. And about this, well, Umahi, from the governor of Ebonyi State, the story out there is that he's actually interested in becoming governor, and he thinks president, come 2023, and he believes that helping and giving space, hectares of land to Hausa Fulani to settle, to come in with their families, might give him that opportunity and that confidence. And of course, he believes that he will be trusted. Anyway, so this is not a new thing. He wants the two governors to revoke the sold lands or suffer the wrath of Biafran youths. From the look of things, it seems this group also shares the same common interest with IPOB. They are all Biafrans, they are all Igbos, and they are pushing towards this breakaway from Nigeria. As you know, the amalgamation expired, the North and the South being brought together to become one and called Nigeria. The amalgamation legally expired January 1st, 2014. And ever since then, the federal government has not set up machinery in motion of convening a sovereign national conference so people can decide to stay in or out. That is how it's supposed to be done in a democratically elected government and a system that works in that practice democracy. But unfortunately, this is not so, as the northern part of Nigeria believe that they are the edge of the knife, and they believe that breaking up from Nigeria is going to be a downside for them, and it's not going to make them move forward towards their own purpose. But nevertheless, ever since Nigeria stayed the way it is, you will never find much of the northerners benefiting from Nigeria anyway, apart from these Hausa Fulani bandits going back and forth and cattle herdsmen, and apart from some of their criminal politicians that have stolen their past, present, and of course ready to steal their future. You will never find much progress in the northern part of Nigeria anyway, unlike the southern part of Nigeria. So he wanted two governors to revoke the lands or suffer the wrath of Biafran youths. IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, has been pushing towards this breaking up from Nigeria. He was incarcerated, and they were about to kill him, and he had to escape. He had to elope out of Nigeria. Omoyele Sowore, also the convener of Revolution Now movement, that simply asked for the government to be transparent. He was also abducted, and right now he is still in detention. These are and there are more groups of people that are protested against military dictatorship. And right now, Buhari is actually practicing nepotism, is also a tyrant. That is what he is. He doesn't obey the rule of law. And aside Buhari, I'm not saying Buhari is the problem of Nigeria. Buhari is just part of the problems that we have in Nigeria. We have previous administration that are also part of this. Ever since 1960, Nigeria had issues from the first democratically elected government, where they had the president from the eastern part of Nigeria and they had the prime minister from the northern part of Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria found a way to monopolize politics, and they found a way to occupy much of the parliament in those days. And afterwards, 1966, the Igbo, with some other Igbo military personnel, with some other of their patriots, the other military friends, they decided to plan a coup, and it was a very bloody one, in which they executed the premier of the north, and also they executed the prime minister, the Hausa prime minister. They executed some other people that they claim were sympathetic. In fact, they even executed a Yoruba man, the one from Lagos, they from Ibadan. They executed him. Anyone that is sympathetic to the new government that they had in those days, they actually executed, and the northern part of Nigeria also planned a counter-attack, which did not succeed in the eastern part of Nigeria, but succeeded in some other regions. And ever since that time till present, although they had a meeting to determine the way forward in Ghana, yet they were unable to find a solution. That brought about the civil war that we had in Nigeria, and that's the Biafran war, in which millions of Biafrans died and a lot of people suffered. After all of that, this country, Nigeria, people thought that people would come together, but then the tribal divide, the regional divide is so much felt everywhere in Nigeria till present. People distrust themselves. The North till present, they believe that they are in charge of power and they will continue to be in power. Of course, you'll find most of them in the military. So this is just the story of Nigeria, and a lot of people are clamoring for a break. That is the only solution, so that we don't have the North, the South having issues and conflict every time. That is the what IPOB is also pushing for. And of course, some Yorubas too are speaking about this, but somehow they are kind of like the umpire between the North and the East, trying to look at the temperature before they eventually speak and act. Although right now, there is a group called Afenifere. They are also speaking right now. They say if Nigeria is not restructured, meaning abrogation of this present constitution and devolution of power, well, that is it. They said the end of Nigeria will have to come. So, like I said initially in past videos that I've posted and comment and analysis, I said there are saboteurs in every regions in Nigeria, from the eastern part of Nigeria, such as this Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, Abia Okeze-Ikpeazu. They are also saboteurs. They think differently. They are afraid of war. They believe that it is okay the way things are right now. Everyone can actually get one or two things they want for themselves, rather than having a divided country. And they maybe do not trust the new Biafra. They think there's still going to be some other issues amongst the tribes. So this is probably their fear, or they are more interested in what comes into their pocket. So the Onwuka said, he said, we are noticing Ruga settlement at Lopanta in Abia State, which is ongoing now, where Governor of Abia State, Dr. Okeze-Ikpeazu, sold hectares of land to Fulani herdsmen. And also hearing that a large hectare of land has been sold to Fulani herdsmen by Ebonyi State Governor Engineer David Umahi. We want them to revoke the land and desist from such. If they fail to do so, their families and relations will suffer it for life. On his push for Biafra, he said no other power can give Biafra independence except the United States of America, USA. So if you agree, you can drop your comment. We have also concluded plans to launch Biafran currency on December 15, 2019 at Idoke Park, Aba in Abia State. The currency would be known as GAD and Eri. And if you look at that name, that is the story that Biafrans and Igbo people came up with. And they say that they are from Israel and that they are from the tribe of Gad, Eri, and that's the story. Well, that's the story for another day. Until Biafra have international backup, there will be no independence. No African country can achieve freedom without assistance of foreign countries. Biafra failed during this Nigerian civil war because they don't have international backing. Biafra achieved freedom because of the assistance of the United States of America government. We will launch a Biafra new currency called GAD and Eri on December 15 at Ndoke Park. Like I said, we are not going to use pounds anymore because it is a symbol of British government oppression against Biafra. In those days, they had Biafran pound, which I wasn't comfortable with. Probably then they felt that if they use the word pound, it might help the British to come to their aid. But unfortunately, I think they made a huge mistake. And now they realize that Biafran pound is more or less embracing the oppressor, embracing the people that brought about all of this at the beginning. They said denominations of the currency to be used are 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100 GAD notes, while coins would be 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50 Eri. Also, Onwuka condemned what he called a purported media report by Donald Trump congratulating the Nigerian government on October 1st, 2019. He cautioned the U.S. ambassador to Nigeria to stop deceiving the masses with his pro-Muslim ideology. According to him, The letter purported to be written by President Donald Trump on October 4th was not written by Trump but by American ambassador to Nigeria, and we want them to stop deceiving the masses with fake news and being anti-Biafrans. We call on Trump to caution American ambassador to Nigeria to order. So guys, that is what is on now. New currency to be brought in December 2019. So Biafrans, are you ready for this new currency? Let us meet at the comment section below. Are you optimistic about this move? And may I remind you to tap on that subscription button. Kindly tap on it. Let us grow this channel together. And also the subscription, the icon bell, please do tap on it so you'll be notified whenever our videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.